and the plot thickens. So apparently, if you guys been following the story from a while back of those people that they were arrested for One Piece piracy, for putting out the One Piece chapters on illegal sites and this and that, they were arrested and they actually got sentenced. Apparently 4 people got 2 years in prison for One Piece piracy. That is, I think, a bit extreme. I mean, I understand they cost a lot of money and a lot of shit, but just think about it for a second. They're going to be doing hard times with criminals, people that are murderers, rapists, psychos, all sorts of shit, for putting fucking comic books on the internet. Like, again, I know I'm making very light of the situation because they're fucking up the economy, they're fucking up a lot of different things by doing the illegal scams and all that shit. I'm fully aware, and I definitely agree that there should have been punishment for these people. That's not what I'm saying, that they should be exonerated of everything because it's comic books on the internet. But what I am saying is 2 years in prison for that? Don't you think that's a bit extreme? Couldn't you, I don't know, give them fucking fines and probation, or let them sit in maybe just regular jail for like 30 days or some shit like that? Like, 2 years in prison is a long time for something of this nature. And that also goes to show the strict laws in Japan over a lot of this shit. Like, they don't fucking play games, especially if it comes to like something that is very ingrained in their culture. Like, manga in, you know, Japan is a huge part of their culture, so they really don't fuck around. I mean, 2 years? Let's read the article. On March 11th, 4 Chinese nationals were found guilty of copyright infringement after they were arrested for illegally distributing copies of Weekly Shonen Jump to online manga aggregation websites before the magazine's official publication date. So these were Chinese nationals. So were they Chinese people in Japan, or were they tried in China? I'm curious what was going on there. They were just Chinese people in Japan, or what's up with that? Kyoto District Court Judge. Okay, Kyoto District Court Judge. Yeah, this happened in Japan. I guess it was Chinese people in Japan. Mikoku Watanabe sentenced the ringleader of the group, a 27-year-old programmer, to 2 years in prison, 4 years of probation, and a fine of approximately $4,400. The other 3 men were sentenced to 18 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and a fine of $1,800 each. Judge Watanabe stated that the ringleader received a harsher penalty because of its major role in the illegal operation that provided him with a significant sum of money. Mind you, yeah, the dudes made bank. I'll tell you right now, I can almost guarantee them dudes made hundreds of thousands of dollars off these illegal sites, if not a couple million off this shit. So yeah, the fine, that's definitely light work. I'm sure they racked up the cake and a half off this shit. In early hearings, the 4 men did not contest the allegations of infringement on the Japanese Copyright Act. At the time, the judge pointed out that copyright infringement is a big problem that also extends to the global community, and that it is important for harsh punishments to be dealt from the point of view of general prevention of these kind of situations in the future. Still, harsh punishment, I mean, come on, man. Like, I'm not defending these guys at all, but I just think prison time for this shit is a bit ridiculous, especially like if this is like their first offense of this type of shit. Like, if this is the first time they've been, you know, tried and went to, you know, court proceedings and shit like that. 2 years, like, I can understand if maybe you gave them a slap on the wrist, some fines and probation, and then they did it again and you're like, yo, you want to play, motherfucker? Now you're going to prison. I understand that, but I think that's a very harsh thing, and they're trying to set an example in a way for, like, you see what happens when you pirate manga, you see what happens when you translate that shit, you're gonna get fucked, and probably literally. According to Japanese television network MBS, the scanlation group alone may have cost companies and their employees up to an estimated 6.5 billion yen, approximately $53 million. So yeah, crazy shit. Honestly, it's really harsh punishment in my opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, these people, they're gonna do some harsh time, and I don't know if this is gonna really change anything. I don't know if people are going to be scared from this, because a lot of people, when they're doing things like this, I'm sure their mentality is, I'm never going to get caught. Those people are idiots. I mean, look at the people from Pirate Bay. They were literally scouring the fucking globe, going from country to country just to not get caught. So imagine these, like, people that are scanlated. They think they're never going to come and get me. They're never going to give a shit. Yeah, this could change some things in a sense of putting a little bit more fear, but I think a lot of people still are going to have that anonymous mentality where it doesn't matter. I'm you know, a needle in a haystack, and I guess they're kind of wrong. And your overall take on this, do you think that that was a just punishment? They should have had more, they should have had less? I understand the $53 million part, like, yeah, that's a large amount of money, but still, I feel as though the crime and the punishment is just whoa. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, stalk my Facebook, and get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.